Hey YouTube, how you doing? Big E here, how's everything? And welcome to another movie review. Today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing a great comedy film. It's so funny. I love this film to death. If you like bowling and Jeff Bridges, I'm going to be reviewing The Big Lebowski. Yep, The Big Lebowski was released in early March 1998, and it's directed by Joel Coen, who's directed other movies like the 1996 film Fargo, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Along Came Polly, and a bunch of other movies. He did, the whole cast and crew in this film was very good. And it's about Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski. He's a bowler and a bum, and he's played by Jeff Bridges. After being mistaken for a millionaire, the plot of this film is after he's being mistaken for a millionaire of the same name and having his rug ruined by thugs, he gets entangled in a bizarre, convoluted ransom scheme to find the wealthy man's kidnapped wife, and to help untangle the highly chaotic labyrinth narrative of the Coen brothers cult classic, here's a breakdown of the plot. The mistaken identity is where Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski, played by Jeff Bridges, he's a laid-back white Russian drinking slacker living in L.A. whose only real ambition is bowling with his friends. His friends Walter, played Sobchak, played by John Goodman, and Donnie, played by Steve Buscemi. His quiet life is abruptly shattered when the two thugs break into his apartment, assault him, and urinate on his prized rug. They were looking for restitution for a debt owed by the trophy wife of a local self-millionaire who happened to also been named Jeffrey Lebowski, but that one was named Jeffrey the Big Lebowski, and he's played by David Huddleston from the movie Blazing Saddles with Gene Wilder. This movie, the plot of seeking restitution was they were realizing it was a case of mistaken identity. The dude visits the millionaire, the Big Lebowski, played by David Huddleston, at his mansion to demand compensation for his ruined rug. Shortly after, the millionaire's trophy wife, Bunny, played by Tara Reid from the American Pie film series, is supposedly kidnapped. Desperate, the Big Lebowski commissions the dude to act as the courier to deliver the ransom money to the kidnappers. But however, the ransom drop goes wrong. During the ransom drop, the dude's volatile and rule-obsessed friend Walter, who is a Vietnam War veteran, schemes to keep the cash from himself and the dude, throwing a ruse into the handoff. The handoff fails completely, and as the situation goes from bad to worse. To make matters stranger, the dude soon realizes the kidnapping was a fake ruse all along. Bunny was never actually kidnapped, and the millionaire embezzled the ransom money from his own charitable foundation. Yeah, I knew she wasn't... Excuse me, she wasn't kidnapped. Yeah, because I saw her driving a Porsche in the later scene, and her toe wasn't cut off. There was a scene where they cut her toe or something. It turns out it wasn't. It was somebody else's toe they cut off. I saw in the scene where she's driving the Porsche and they show her feet in sandals, flip-flops, whatever, driving the Porsche and pedaling, and there were no toes cut off. So it was all phony BS lie. But however, the climax and resolution was things ultimately came to a head when the dude meets up with the nihilist in the end, like in some of the ending scene, to hand over the now empty briefcase, and then a violent altercation breaks out in the bowling alley parking lot that led to the dude's car setting on fire, which was a clunker, in my opinion, and the death of Donnie having a heart attack unexpectedly in the parking lot, and he passes away from it, and the dude and Walter won the battle. But then afterward, the dude finally returned to the mansion to confront the millionaire and the millionaire's associate, who escorted the dude in the mansion, named Brad, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, and may he rest in peace. And they found out Bunny has safely returned on her own, and the millionaire's schemes fell apart, and it ended on a philosophical note, returning to the bowling alley where the dude and Walter toast to their late friend Donnie. And the film was narrated too by actor Sam Elliott with the horseshoe mustache and the western-like voice. Ooh, yeah. And he did a good job in this. The whole cast and crew did a very good job in this film. And however, a web of red herrings was in this. And while navigating the supposed mystery, the dude had to dodge a variety of quirky, threatening entities, including a group of, which I mentioned, the group of German nihilists, whatever, who claimed to have been the kidnappers. And one of them eventually, I guess, ended up falling in love with Maud was her name, played by Julianne Moore. She eventually fell in love with the Big Lebowski or something, and she ends up getting pregnant in the end, and I guess. But also another red herring in this is the flamboyant, eccentric bowler named Jesus Quintana, played by John Turturro in this. Yeah, and also another one, Jackie Treehorn. He's played by Ben Gazzara from the movie Roadhouse. He's a ruthless pornographer to whom Bunny owes a large sum of money, and he had a party, and he invited the dude, and things got out of hand. He gets drunk and everything, runs away, and the police arrest him. I remember in that scene. Yeah, and the Malibu police chief has a word with him, and he's like, I don't like you bothering our citizens, Lebowski. He's like, I don't like your jerk-off name, I don't like your jerk-off face, I don't like your jerk-off behavior, and I don't like you, jerk-off. Do I make myself clear? And the dude was so drunk, and he goes, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening, and then the chief threw a ceramic cup at him. He's like, ow, freaking fascist. And gets up, chief kicks him. He's like, stay out of Malibu, Lebowski. Stay out of Malibu, deadbeat. And he goes, keep your ugly effing gold-bricking A out of my beach community. Yeah. There's so many good things in this film, but even the scene with the ferret in the bathtub when the dude's taking a bath and they smash his apartment, they're like, and he's like, where's the money, Lebowski? Only in the 90s. Yep. However, yeah, the film did okay. I mean, yeah. It's loosely inspired by the work of Raymond Chandler. Joel Coen said, we wanted to do a Chandler kind of story, however it moves episodically and deals with the characters trying to unravel, as well as having a hopelessly complex plot that's ultimately important. Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, they did a good job in this film. Yeah, and the movie had a budget of $15 million, and it scored $48.3 million at the box office. And also, the movie did pretty good with critics. It has an 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.1 out of 5 on Letterboxd. And 86% of Google users like this film. I'm one of them. So, yeah, I really love this movie to death. And NBC TV said the Coen brothers scored again. Yes, they did. I'm telling you, if you've never seen The Big Lebowski, go check it out today. If you like John Goodman, Jeff Bridges, or any other, check it out today. You'll love this film. It's so funny. This movie and the scene Walter smashes a Corvette and everything, and I just the cast and crew was so good in this. That's all I have to say. If I recommend you go check this film out today. You won't be sorry. All right, YouTube. Nice seeing you. Take it easy. Be safe and stay out of trouble. Peace.